Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Tuesday, September 25th. The iPhone 5, it's sold out almost everywhere, except when it isn't. How do you get your hands on one if you want one? Well, the first thing to remember is you got to pick out what service provider you want to have the phone on, because part of where the shortages can be were the individual phones themselves. Some designed for Verizon, some designed for Sprint, some designed for AT&T. So first you got to figure out where that's going to be. If you don't care, well, that does open you up to more possibilities. The second is, see, all initial shipments of the iPhone 5, all the ones that have been built for the launch, have been sold out. But individual stores will get shipments on their own timetable. Like if you pre-order now, all Apple's saying is that it'll be sometime, probably the second week of October or later. Now some phones can come earlier. For example, mine came last Friday, and it said when I originally purchased it I might not get it until this upcoming Friday, which means that there's a lot of confusion with a lot of the timetable here. The best thing to do if you really want to get one sooner rather than later, figure out the store or a couple of stores where you would like to make the purchase, and then get in touch with them, maybe first thing in the morning when they're opening, and seeing if they have any, and if so, see by getting over there. And second, if not, are they planning on any coming in that day? And if so, maybe you could plan to get over there not long after they receive shipments. Now, don't get frustrated if the answer day after day is that they don't have any and they're not planning on getting any that day. It really could be a week, even longer, before some retailers do have their hands on more. But if you want one, that's probably the best way to go about finding the information you need to make the purchase sooner rather than later. Either that or just order one and see what happens, wait until it comes in. Alright, so Siri. The Siri on the next generation iOS operating system and on the 5. I was looking for a big upgrade here, and along with a couple other little faux pas on the iOS 6 on the iPhone, it could be Siri. In fact, one of the things you don't want to do, man, she is not the right person to turn to for weather. Lots of problems with weather information from Siri. For example, it's been discovered that a lot of times when people in New York are asking for the current weather conditions in New York, they'll get a town, I kid you not, called New York, Texas, out of Siri. Which, by the way, if you're wondering, it's expected to be in the upper 90s the entire rest of this week, which was the first tip-off that Siri was giving the wrong weather information. So, at a minimum, if something seems unusual, if you're asking Siri what the weather is, I would go for a second resource on that one in particular. But it's another one of those little things that leads you to wonder if all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, the way that Steve Jobs made sure a lot of these products were at their launch. And with as competitive as the smartphone market currently is, it's that kind of thing. You can bet the folks at Google and everybody else that's out there competing are going to jump on because Google, with their Droid operating system, does already have better voice-activated technology than Apple did with the previous incarnation of Siri. So eBay yesterday hit their 100 million mobile user mark. 100 million mobile users. Think about that. That's a third of the population of this country. And they're actually at the point to where at any given time now, they might have more people accessing them on a tablet or a smartphone than actually on a traditional computer. Sound familiar? That's what we have on the Facebook too. eBay had estimated a couple months ago that by the end of the year, 30% of all e-commerce would be taking place on mobile devices. And at 30%, the number will just continue to grow. And you've got to ask yourself, what is your company's mobile strategy? And if you do not have one, bottom line is you're missing out right now, and you are guaranteed, you're going to be missing the boat later on. Now, the good news is most companies still don't have a great mobile strategy, so it's not too late if you get on the ball. But you've got to be thinking this way. Do you even know what your website looks like on a mobile device? I mean, these are the things you got to be finding out. If you have any questions about that, need more information, I can get you pointed in the right direction. Plenty more on my physical cheat sheet today, including what the NFL has in common with the Lingerie Football League, aside from the football. Not make you feel better about the officiating situation. All right, that's the cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours. We'll see you tomorrow.